What are JavaScript's numerical limits, max value, min value? Imagine working on a project where your calculations suddenly hit a wall. You might wonder just how big or small a number JavaScript can handle. Well, that's what we're exploring today. JavaScript uses a special way to store numbers, called the IEIE 750 for standard. It's a 64-bit floating point format, which means it can handle a huge range of numbers but also has its limits. Let's start with the biggest number JavaScript can representing. It's called number, max value. This is about 1.7 quadrillion 976 trillion 930 1,340 8,623,157 times 10 to the power of 308. Think of it as the upper boundary for positive numbers. If you try to go beyond this, JavaScript doesn't just give you a bigger number. Instead, it shows infinity, which means the number is too large to handle. This is useful when you're doing calculations and want to check if your result is getting too big. You can compare your number to number, max value, to prevent overflow errors. Now, what about the smallest positive number? That's number, min value. It's approximately 5 times 10 to the power of negative 324. This isn't the smallest number JavaScript can work with, but rather the smallest positive number greater than 0. If you're working with very tiny numbers, knowing this limit helps you avoid issues with precision. For example, if a number is smaller than number. Min value, JavaScript treats it as 0 or underflows, which can cause inaccuracies in your calculations. There are also limits for integers that JavaScript can handle exactly. These are called number, maxif integer, and number, mincif integer. The maximum safe integer is 9 quadrillion 7 trillion 199 billion 250 for 1,740,991, and the minimum safe integer is negative 9 quadrillion 7 trillion 199 billion 250 for 1,740,991. When numbers go beyond these, JavaScript can't keep the exact value. Instead, it rounds the numbers, which might cause errors if you're doing precise calculations like financial transactions or counting items. Knowing these limits is key when working with arithmetic operators. They help you understand when your calculations might overflow or lose precision. If you're adding or multiplying very large numbers, always check if your result exceeds number, max value. If you're dealing with tiny fractions, compare against number, min value, to avoid underflow. And when working with integers, stay within the safe range to keep your numbers accurate. By understanding these numerical boundaries, you can write better, more reliable JavaScript code. It's like knowing the edges of a playing field so you don't step outside and cause errors. Keep these limits in mind, and your calculations will stay precise and safe, no matter how big or small the numbers get.